Hey everybody, JB back with you once again for another episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We have just exited our very first day in court for the trial of Maximilian Galactica, and apparently it's only like half an hour after we left. I mean, it was only like 2:30 just a little while ago when we were in the lobby, right? So anyway, looks like we're back at the law offices, or the lawfices, as I like to call them. And we're here with Maya, who's looking a little sad. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? What? Wow! How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician! See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks, like flying away from the scene of a murder. Oh yeah, that's the last thing we were left with while we were in court. Mo the clown revealed that he apparently saw Max flying away from the scene of the murder after he killed the ringmaster. It'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Well, we may need to figure it out for solving this case. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. That's saying something, considering it's Mo. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. See, I disagree with that. I think if you're in the circus, you have access to all of the equipment that is used for that. So if someone who knows of that could have easily figured that out. Well, maybe not easily, but, you know, they had the ability to figure it out. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? I just combined Ben and Trillo into one person, honestly. I mean, when it really comes down to it, that's only like two people. Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But what? But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume, but Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Yeah, that's the thing. It sounds like we're talking about two different people, but it's kind of hard to really tell. Alright, can we visit Max? Let's see if he has anything to say before we go to the circus. There he is! Oh, my sweeties. You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. I don't know if that would necessarily help your case, buddy. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Yeah. Well, it would certainly be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Oh, we're back to the sad music. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says. It wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage, but the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. So it looks like there's two women here. This one, I guess they're both wearing bunny ears. And then we have all these lights. And this is interesting. There's like a bust of something, like a guy holding some cards, I guess. Maybe this is like a magician type of thing. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Grand Prix photo added to the court record. Photo of Max's award ceremony. Alright, well, let's go to the circus, I guess. I'm curious if we actually need to show the photo to everybody. If that's going to be a part of what we're going to be doing here. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing.
Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes, wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat.
Or no. Row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat.
Is he trying to, like, sing both voices at the same time?
What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this isn't just gonna work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something simple as this, what are you gonna do then?
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa.
Yes!
Yes, Trillo wouldn't give up until I said we try out his idea for a new routine. So, we were trying to sing in a new round for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round?
In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible.
See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you.
You're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once you've got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
Alright. We got the crazy music here, so let's start here. I know that you already testified in court today.
You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at us walking how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right.
But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster.
Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. Yeah, I'm thinking that this is two different people. Marriage. I was hoping I'd ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ha! You haven't gotten a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is being a part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love. That's one of the best parts.
Trillo, I don't want to hear about how your body aches for your partner's love. Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. So how is this new routine working out?
Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're going to take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is?
Trillo, you seem to really be fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right. You're right.
Mark my words, I, Trilloquist, will win the Grand Prix.
So I guess the Grand Prix is for more than just magicians. I guess it's called the Performers Grand Prix, right? You're the man now, doll.
Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've got to be a part of this too.
Alright, what happens if we present the picture? I'm kind of curious. Nope, nothing. Okay. Alright, let's move to... let's go to the big top first. Can we go to the big top? It's not letting me... Oh, there you go. The window went inactive. I'm trying something new where I'm putting the game in windowed mode in a slightly lower resolution, just to see if that helps with the frame rate issues and the audio desyncing. So hopefully this will be a little better. I'm really trying to see if we can nail this down. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Right. Wait a minute. Did we actually look at all the stuff here before? Ah, a ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that. By the way, I think there's an achievement you can get for looking at all these ladders. Like, there have been a lot of these throughout these games. Like the one in Studio 1 from the Turnabout Samurai case. There was one there. Where was one of the other ones? I think there was one in Rise from the Ashes as well, but I could be misremembering. The seats are so far away from the ring, but they make up for it with the amount of people that can see a show. Hey, Nick. Do you think that if every person in the audience screamed all at once, the vibration they'd create could cause the big top to collapse? I'm glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. Or pay you to come up with this stuff. Hey, look! That's where Max makes his grand appearance. It's grand, alright. I want to try entering court like that. How'd I know that she'd say that? That would be quite interesting. Whoa, those lights are huge! If they fell from the ceiling, you'd be going to the circus in the sky. Life is so fragile, isn't it, Nick? It can be snuffed out in an instant by falling gargantuan lights. It's so fragile that I've decided to eat as much good food as I can before I die. Like hamburgers, of course. Apparently you didn't notice the big sign that said closed by the snack stand. Aw, it's closed? Evidently so. Can't really do anything there. Looks like... Oh, we can look at this rope thing. Hey, it's a rope! Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. I wonder if that's supposed to be a clue of some sort. Was a rope involved with this apparent flight? Alright, let's take a look at the cafeteria. See what's going on in here. They still haven't cleaned this place up yet. If Pearly got one look at the state of this place, she'd slap whoever was in charge across the face. Remind me to never invite her to my office. I don't know, I feel like our office is much more, or much less unkempt than this place is. What would be the opposite of that? Like, much more kempt? Let's go to the ringmaster's room, see if anything's going on here. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? So yeah, there was, apparently Max took off his costume, when he went inside, although we saw him wearing his, like the outfit we normally see him in the flashback photo, so I don't know if that's just like the basic part of it, and then like the cloak and the hat and the symbols were just like extra stuff, and that's what was seen by the witnesses. So I don't know, it seems like something happened where maybe the ringmaster went outside with the costume and did something, but then later on the murderer wore those things. At the very least, that's what it sounds like. Okay, I don't know if there's really anything more we can do in here either. Did we look at this picture here? I don't know if we did. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful... Oh, that's right. I think we read that. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen everything there is to see here. Okay, so I'm guessing we have to talk to Mo in his quarters. I've been kind of putting that off. Let's go over here. Maybe Gumshoe will be here. Hey, there he is. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I feel like he always looks like that.
I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Oh. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something.
I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Franziska really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal.
I bet she would be whipping Mo like every 5 seconds.
You're not going to get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight.
She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room, behind the window up there?
The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems.
So is that person that we heard about named Acro actually an acrobat?
Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
So what you're saying is, we should go up to the acrobat's room.
Franziska Von Karma.
Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Alright. Let's go to Mo's room first. See what's going on in here. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking of new jokes. He must really love his work. Okay, I don't think there's really anything here of interest either. I'm still wondering about that hole in the ceiling. That seems rather odd. There's one thing I've learned about these games, it's that kind of detail is important. Okay, that's nothing new. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. Okay, nothing new there. Do we need to present something new to him? Does he know anything about the pepper? No, okay. Okay, all this stuff is stuff we've already had. Well, in that case, I'm not really sure what we should do next. Does Max know about the pepper? No. Nothing. At least that's a little bit less to go through dialogue-wise. Okay, I don't really know what we need to do next. I feel like we need to, like, examine something. That seems to be what we typically missed, or show someone something. We didn't look at the boxes. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance. Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Yeah, that would be nice if the clues were that simple, but unfortunately not. And we've already looked at this, right? Yeah, that's that thing. I feel like we need to do something before we can go up to the acrobats area. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know what it is about that song that just gets stuck in my head. Oh, there's something new here. I wonder what triggers something new here.
Ah, right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria.
Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood.
Alright, you know what time it is? Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy.
Because there's onions in it? Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction?
Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie?
I got it.
Okay, what is your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria.
What does that have to do with Mexican pizza?
Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe.
I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. I still don't know what that has to do with Mexican pizza. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning, I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing.
You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly! How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that?
I don't know if that's the word I would use for it. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today?
I saw what I saw! I swear! That creep just
flew through the air?
It wasn't exactly flying, per se. It was more like floating.
You know, that's a good point. In the little flashback animation that they showed us, the way it looked was like he was being dragged up into the air almost, which I'm curious if that's a limitation of the DS in terms of like how they animated it when they made this, or if that's actually a part of the game.
The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max.
I don't see a psyche lock. He must be telling the truth. Alright, what happens if we present him with the Grand Prix photo? Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too? Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. I don't get the joke. Heh. Is it like he gets around because he flies around, or he gets around because it's like a galaxy thing? He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust, too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. Oh, is that what that bust was in the background that we were seeing? It's in the picture, I think. Yeah, it's that thing. Okay, so that's why there's a magician bust there. It's related to him. It's not tied to the Grand Prix itself. He'd make us worship it every day. He'd make us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. Oh, so that's why there's a table called Max, and that's why, I guess that's where they would worship it. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago all of a sudden. The bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want me to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Oh. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Max G bust. Added to the court record. Bronze statue taken from cafeteria before the crime. So someone took it, huh? Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he is setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. Quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Alright, what is it? Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. It looks like a ransom note or something. Piece of paper. It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." So wait a minute. Was this before the murderer happened? Or the murder happened? Murderer? Yup, that's what it says. But the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Okay, so this was before it happened? Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Note, posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime, then torn. States, "To the murderer." I would try to figure out what this says, at least. I mean, there's stuff clearly there, even if it's not complete. Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Alright. Well, let's get out of here. Maybe we can visit some of the other places. I'm just going to check here to make sure. Okay, yeah, there's nothing. Before we get out of the big top area. Let's present this to Ben, because I want to see if he knows anything about it. Apparently we can't present it to Ben. Okay. What about this? Can we talk to him about this? Nope. Okay. Maybe we can go to the acrobat's room now. Oh, Gumshoe's still gone. And nothing here. Okay, I don't know exactly where to go. Maybe we need to go to Max in the detention center first. Let's try that. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. That's an odd way to refer to your sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. Can't you just tell us? I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Or do you not know anything? You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. It's asking about this. Nope, nothing. Okay. I think we know where to look here, because we didn't quite resolve this thing that we saw inside the ringmaster's pocket when we were last here yesterday. Oh, there we go. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I'm beginning to get the impression that the ringmaster was being blackmailed or threatened or something. Or being called a murderer. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 o'clock p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 o'clock p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Notes. Updated in the court record. Oh, I like how the note's no longer there. That's a nice little detail. Okay, can we go to the lodging area now? Ah, Detective Gumshoe, okay. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Uh-oh. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick! See ya, pal! So how does that work? Does he have somebody watching for him? I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's as biting as... Ow! As biting as lashes from a whip. Von Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? Ha ha ha. National news. You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. Wow, you are really bitter about this. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Yeah, I mean, like, why would this trial in particular make the international news? Alright, well, let's talk to her. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's a final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah. I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Revenge. Whoops. Let's talk about revenge. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? Doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of wit. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? You know, to be fair, she's right. She hasn't actually brought him up. It's us that's been bringing him up. Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? You know, that's not too unlike Phoenix's motivation for wanting to become an attorney, right? Miles Edgeworth? Well, this is worth talking about. Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. How is he like a little brother when he's like a full-grown adult and you're a teenager? Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Yeah, exactly. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nick, what does she mean? Edgeworth's death. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with the case after that one... Are we talking about the Rise from the Ashes SL9 case? He never set foot in a court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Oh yeah, they kind of teased that at the end of Rise from the Ashes during the credits sequence, didn't they? Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. How are you going to do that? With a whip? Like, how are you going to teach him? Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. Maya already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not. But I've had about enough of you. Him too. What? What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick? Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Well, I think on that note, I'm going to end the video here. And next time, we will go and meet the acrobat. So until then, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate you continuing to come back to this series. Really means a lot to me. And I'll catch you in the next one. So take care, and I'll see you then.